Hello, everybody, and welcome into the finale of Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon. It's been one hell of a week for our boy Tex. He started off basically being broke, no job, no prospects, everything going wrong for him, and one simple job has now turned into this whole situation where I find myself kidnapped again after being knocked out again and on a space station with a group. I think it's the Bastion of Sanctity, but that could have just been the area that they were in. But this cult is looking to essentially wipe out the citizens of Earth and rebuild culture with their chosen few that are currently living on this space station. And it's up to us to stop it. So let's go ahead and
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
hello? Who are you?
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your service. You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here. In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy, specifically, the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind? The earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moonchild. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this moon child to be the ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime. Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. Sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't happen to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. If Ava Shanzi is still alive and I can find her, the two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something. I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip.
That was a lot of exposition, but my original thought was, how much do you think they had to pay James Earl Jones to be a voice on this video game back in 1994? But the Lowell Percival guy sounds like he's got quite the god complex. So yeah, we're in the final stages now. Okay, so
Looks like someone didn't get around to picking up this pile of leaves. Groundskeepers must belong to a union.
what do we see? Not a whole lot. All right. Oh, that looks conspicuous, does
This
it
piece
not?
of rock looks like it's come loose from the mortar. Nice piece of stone. Smooth, shiny, and fits snugly in the palm of my hand.
La 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 la.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Puffbuster smoke detector.
A Puffbuster? Hey, listen, Puffbuster. I got something for you. I'll bust your puff.
A rake. Too bad someone already gathered up all the leaves in here.
Okay. We're making something. La 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 la.
This door looks too accessible to be an exit.
That would be correct. It's not an exit.
A bottle of lighting fluid. These cult members must like to barbecue.
Hmm. Okay. What else do we got? We got a hell of a view of space, let me tell you that much. Why does it look like there's something there, but there really isn't. It's just a pixel. Hello?
Back on Earth, this thing wouldn't last 10 minutes without getting spray painted.
You are correct about that. Okay. Was there more to see in here? Whoa. That would be a negative, Commodore. Ah. I don't like it because I can't see anything. I mean, I could... No, that's not going to work. I need something to start a fire, right?
This arboretum is like the Garden of Eden. The trees and plants are all real in full bloom. There's no place like this on Earth anymore.
La 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 la. Ooh. I'm like, that's nothing, right? That's just more of the leaves. Okay, oh. No, that's just another pixel that doesn't belong there. Sometimes it's a little tough because, like, you know you're looking for something, but you don't know what you're looking for, and, well, the graphics not being all that great. You don't know when you'll recognize it. If at all. Oh, hold on. I see something.
The walls are constructed of bonded titanium. Not even... This rock looks like it may actually be a piece of flint.
There we go. Now, if I combine that... Yeah. Now we can make a spark. It's weird how all of a sudden, like, in other parts, right? Sometimes when I don't want it to, a lot of times when I don't want it to, the controls will take off and it'll shoot me across the screen. And now it barely moves. And we're gonna use the rake on the pile of leaves. And I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing. Yeah. The old sideshow Bob trick. Except this rake knocked them out.
What an idiot. Oh!
Of course, they had to add some kind of dumb humor, right? Alright, here we go. Now, I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go, but We go left. Can I even get in the observation deck? I can. Alright, that's the observation deck. La 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 la. Okay. Can't open that door. Emergency access. I think that's the last thing I want to interact with. Like, not in, oh, don't do that. It's more like, well, that's going to be the, oh, hey, what's this?
Looks like someone laid a piece of pipe here.
That'll be helpful. Oh.
Sounds like the purification party is going on somewhere behind this door.
No, that would be a bad idea. All right, everybody's in the residential decks. Well, that's cool. That won't be me.
The door to the stasis room. Maybe I'll find Sleeping Beauty in there. As I enter the stasis room, I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale. I'm no Prince Charming, but there's a Sleeping Beauty lying peacefully in a cryonic chamber. It's Ava Shanzi. Boy, do I need to talk to her. As I look around, I spot a console nearby. Looking it over, I figure it must be used to control the cryonic sleep state. If I can resuscitate Ava, maybe we can still stop the cult. I've seen consoles like this before. The 4 buttons along the top must administer injections. The 2 slider controls look like they regulate the air temperature and oxygen level inside the cryonic tube. I seem to remember that slider mechanisms like these are really sensitive and need to be moved slowly. Well, first things first. I'll need to turn this thing on.
Okay. Okay, temperature.
Aha! A red light went off in one of those Phase 1 boxes. I must have done something right. Now I've got to get those other boxes to light up.
Beep. Beep. Oh. Okay. Adrenaline. Cool. And then shock, right? Okay. Cool. So there we go. Then we go right.
That yellow warning light doesn't look good. Maybe I should move the slider back to where it was and try again.
Okay. Easy there. Okay, so it doesn't go that way. Okay, easy. All right, then we do this. Okay. And then some more adrenaline. Now we raise this, right? Ooh, okay. So that would... Okay. And then... adrenaline. And then the only thing we haven't hit... Oh, actually, we did. I take that back.
So is it all over? Are your prophecies taken care of?
Look, prophecies aren't in my job description, okay? I'm just a humble PI trying to save the world as we know it.
Well, if you're not in the cult, then what are you doing here?
Look, I think we're running out of time here, but my name's Tex Murphy. I know you're Ava Shanzi because I followed your trail from the Colonel to GRS to up here. So why don't you tell me how you ended up getting freeze-dried?
Percival has a thing for me, so he decided not to have me killed. Instead, he put me into stasis to keep me out of the way until after the purification.
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is the purification won't start for about 45 minutes. The bad news is we've only got 45 minutes to stop these people. Luckily, I've got the winter chip, but you need to tell me how to use it.
Well, how did you get it? Listen, there's no time for explanations now. We have to hurry. Take this. There are instructions on what to do with the winter chip. When you get into position, wait for my signal. In exactly 30 minutes, I'm going to create a power surge. That will give us our last chance to stop the cult. That note also has instructions on how to reach the escape pods. I'll wait until the last second, but hurry. And listen, Murphy, good luck. If we get out of here, you can tell me your story.
Okay. Mission paper. You, Agent Estrus from Capricorn HQ, infiltration of the Moonchild. You are the second agent to get aboard the Moonchild. Agent Lohman was able to transmit marginally detailed information before being discovered and terminated. His transmissions provided us with just enough data to formulate a plan of action. Our computers tabulate its success-failure ratio at 3763. Get access to level 18 of the Moonchild. This level contains an arboretum, a main hall, a stasis room, and an observatory. Locate and retrieve the link-up computer. Agent Lohman was able to hide the computer somewhere on level 18 before he was discovered. You will need one of the Moonchild's own computer cables in order to attach the link-up computer to the Moonchild's main computer. There's a computer console linked to the Moonchild's main computer hidden somewhere in the wall on this level. Put the winter chip into the link-up computer and attach the link-up computer to the computer console. Open an emergency exit and move quickly to Bay D5. We cannot predict the effect of the winter chip's virus on the Moonchild's computer system, so it is impossible to say how much time you'll have to reach the escape pod. Good luck, Agent Estrus, Capricorn High Command. Okay. Now, the observatory. The observatory was over here, was it not? Nope, that's the emergency access. Don't want to go there, not yet. The observatory. The observatory. It's gotta be. Oh, this is the observation.
So, this is the door to the observatory. Sounds like a place worth looking into.
Okay. What do we got? Whoa, hey, whoa. Easy there, fella. Easy.
This panel door is locked.
What if I use my key?
Lynx 986. Looks like some sort of croquet software.
Aha!
Aha! This must be the mini-computer.
Okay. Ooh, a bendy straw.
A cocktail glass with a ceranite flex straw. The cocktail glass is worthless, but I love flex straws.
Aha! He says. Come on. Get out of the way. Oh.
What a great tree. If I get off this godforsaken pleasure satellite, I'm taking it with me. It'd look great in my office. This floor panel looks like it's removable. I'll need something to pry it up with.
You mean like this pipe that I got? That works. And then... Oops.
Looks like one of these computer cables ought to do the trick.
Get it! Okay. Cool. Now, how about we combine that and that? Oh, excuse me. Alright, that worked. And then, predictably, we would combine okay.
This looks like an old-fashioned telephone jack. No, it's a recessed button. I'll need something to reach in.
Well, the only thing I have is straw. Dude. Okay. I guess.
It's been almost 30 minutes. If they didn't find Ava, she should be creating a power surge any second. That'll give me time to patch the mini-computer into the Moonchild main computer. Now I've got to get to the engineering corridors. And fast.
Oh, I don't have to control that part. Woo-hoo! I think that'd be it, man. That's all she wrote.
I've got a system warning on level 18, section J. I'm attempting to override that. Now I'm showing a temporary system failure. Climate control is down on levels 4 through 18.
Winter sequence engaged.
I don't understand it. The whole system's going haywire.
5 minutes to self-destruct.
The whole system is shutting down and I can't do a damn thing about it.
Damn it! Malfunction has initiated the self-destruct sequence. Download the backup system.
Run, Tex!
3 minutes to self-destruct.
Run!
What the hell is going on down there? We got electrical short fires breaking out all over up here.
Whole integrity has been compromised.
You know, he's lightly jogging.
This place is gonna go
There's
up
no
like
way
a
in hell.
Roman candle on the 4th of July.
2 minutes
He'd be running for
self-destruct.
your life. All out sprint, baby.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. And darkness, and decay, and death held illimitable dominion over all.
I did some good work, Tex. I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I could make a real detective out of you.
I don't know. This saving the world business doesn't pay so well. My cousin Vinny says he can cut me in on some Amway action.
That's a load of hooey. You got it in your blood, Tex. You'd gumshoe for pocket change.
Hey, pocket change would be a step up for me.
Well, you know, I've done pretty well over the past few years. Put a few greenbacks away. But I'm not so young as I used to be. Maybe we could work out an arrangement. Huh? I'll be the brains, you be the legs. A lot of work out there for somebody with your skills. I say, partners?
Nah. Ava! Hey, I was hoping I'd see you around.
Oh, hi, Tex. Hello, handsome. Long time no see. You look good as ever. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Say, tell me, have you still got that Twister game?
I do, but I haven't played it in a long time.
Listen, Tex, something's popped up. I think I found a partner to do undercover work with. I'll see you around.
So here I am, back where I started. Lonely, broke, and late for an appointment back in my office. Okay, so maybe it's not a perfect world. Maybe there are more glamorous ways to spend Saturday night than teaching cha-cha lessons to lonely women like Dolores Lightbody. At least she's a regular client, and it seems to make her happy. And she always pays me up front, in cash. Now that I think about it, things are better. I cleared up my bar tab with Louie, and I did solve the pawn shop burglary for Rook. Yeah, once word gets around, I'll be up to my neck in good-paying jobs.
Looks like Murphy pulled it off, sir.
Yes, but next time, he may not be so fortunate.
Next time, sir?
The forces of darkness sleep, but do not die. Even now, I sense evil stirring. An evil about to re-enter the life of our friend Murphy.
Tex, honey. Long time no see. Forgive me?
There it is. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what?
Take one, action.
So you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty-night.
The only problem was you don't shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe the guy who plays Tex Murphy was also a director. So
Tomorrow night, you will die.
Okay, good.
Oscar.
Called Spa Award, but it's okay, let's do it one more time.
Typical director. That's perfect. Let's do it one more time.
Let's just...
I can never understand that logic from directors.
Perfect. That's the best I've ever seen.
Let's do it one more time.
On the painless. First off, 0A1. Scene 0A1, take one, action.
Hi, you did some good work, Tex. I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I can make a real detective out of you. That's terrible shit.
All right, well, there it is. Normally, I don't let the credits play out like that, but they were short and they had those kind of cool outtakes in there. I'm not going to do the typical thing where I talk about what I like, what I don't like. The game is 30 years old. Obviously, the graphics aren't what you would see today, but they were pretty good for a game in 1994. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Where FMV was fairly new. And, obviously technology was not up to where we would expect it, or the types of things that we see today. So, you could talk about a few things. But this game is it's fun. It's cheesy fun. Point and click adventures, kind of like easy breezy kind of thing. I mean, I finished it in I separated out the videos by day, but each one was, except for one of them, was like basically like an hour. So you can pretty much finish the game in about 6 to 7 hours, 8 if you're really stuck. But remember, it does have a hint system built into the game, so it's kind of hard to get too stuck. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to use your hints. But it's just fun to play. It's got stupid humor in it. Obviously, the acting isn't all that great, but I will say this. For a game in 1994 to be able to hire Margot Kidder, Brian Keith, James Earl Jones, even though he doesn't appear on screen, he obviously lends his voice to a character. And like I would say, generally, like it's not like Tex Murphy was the talk of the video gaming world at that time. So it's just kind of like smaller production. They were popular. I think people who played these games generally thought that they were pretty good. But around that same time, you had games like Myst that had hit. You had Donkey Kong Country over on the Super Nintendo that was more of the talk. Even to a certain extent, Leisure Suit Larry, it got more attention, obviously, for different reasons. But it was things like that. And then these games kind of came in, they did their thing, they did them well. And once I found them, I have always enjoyed them. And I fully intend to do the series. There's like I said, Mean Streets and The Martian Memorandum. Maybe not. Maybe someday I'll go back and do those. I don't know. Those are rough, though. Those are like really, they're not the same quality as what you see from this game forward. But we've got the Pandora Directive next, and then after that is Overseer. And then I just learned, I did not know this was a thing. I heard that it was something that had been talked about that they were planning to do, but there is actually a newer Tex Murphy game called The Tesla Effect, which is one that I've never played, and I'm very excited now that I found it to play through that and get that on the channel as well. But yeah, these are simple games, and seriously, if you like the genre, if you like the humor, I'd recommend them. You know, they're pretty cheap, and they don't really take a whole lot on your system. They're not very demanding on your PC to play, and they're just fun. Like I said, you can get through them pretty quick. This one was about 6 to 7 hours, give or take. And yeah, so with that, I will say thank you to everyone who has watched this series. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of the series, this is kind of like hitting the Wayback Machine, something I do enjoy doing from time to time. Taking one of these games that's like, I know I've played a lot of older games on the channel so far, but this is a really older game. And the fact that I have access to it, and it's a game that I enjoyed, I wanted to put on the channel. We'll be doing that more. There are some other games out there, not just the Tex Murphy series, but there are other games that I want to put on the channel that are kind of in the same vein, you know, mostly for nostalgia reasons, but they're also kind of fun games too. And maybe there's a chance they may not be as fun as I remember, but I'm willing to take that chance for nostalgia, and we'll see where it goes. But again, hope you liked it. But now it's time for everybody to do the YouTube things by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on these videos to help out the channel. And I'll see everybody in the next series.